Good evening and welcome to Ben Taurus TV. I'm Jerry. Here are today's top stories. EFCC raids NAHCON headquarters, arrests spokesperson and 3 others. Senate reshuffles committees, appoints new chairman. AFCFTA in technology to drive Africa's manufacturing sector growth. Federal government intensifies efforts to enroll every Nigerian child in school. 2 petrol tankers explode at an Adamawa filling station. Edo police rescue 3 kidnapped victims, recover AK-47 rifle. Netanyahu meets Trump as Israel, Hamas continue Gaza truce talks. China imposes new tariffs on US energy and vehicles in escalating trade war. Manchester United struggles continue as Gary Neville expresses concern over Ruben Amorim's leadership. Now, the news in detail. National news. EFCC raids NAHCON, arrests spokesperson and 3 others. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, today carried out a raid at the headquarters of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, in Abuja, detaining the commission's spokesperson, Fatima Usara, and 3 other officials over allegations of fraud. The EFCC operatives, who arrived at the premises at exactly 11 a.m. with a valid warrant, conducted a thorough search before making the arrests. Sources indicate that the arrests are linked to an ongoing investigation into the mismanagement of funds, following previous scrutiny by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, over the alleged mismanagement of an 90 billion intervention fund for the 2024 Hajj. EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale has stated that more details will be provided as the investigation unfolds. Senate reshuffles committees, appoints new chairman. The Nigerian Senate has announced a reshuffling of its committees, appointing new chairmen and deputies to oversee key national development projects. The changes come after President Bola Tinubu approved the establishment of development commissions across various regions. Some of the notable appointments include Senator Babangida Hussaini as chairman of the Northwest Development Commission, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu as chairman of the Southeast Development Commission, Senator Titus Zam as chairman of the North Central Development Commission, Senator Garba Maidoki as chairman of the Senate Committee on Sports Development, Victor Umar now leading the Senate Committee on National Population and NIMC. During the session, the Senate also paid tribute to former Deputy Majority Whip, Oriyomi Onanuga, who passed away on January 15, observing a minute of silence in her honor. AFCFTA in technology to drive Africa's manufacturing growth. The Pan-Africa Manufacturers Association, PAMA, has projected moderate growth for the continent's manufacturing sector in 2025, citing the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, and technological advancements as key drivers. PAMA's latest report highlights increased regional integration, digital transformation, and growing investor confidence as factors that could enhance industrial production. While acknowledging challenges such as inflation, high interest rates, and unstable commodity prices, the report remains optimistic, pointing to positive developments in Egypt, Rwanda, Nigeria, and Angola due to improved investment policies and regulatory reforms. The association urges African governments to strengthen regional trade policies, invest in infrastructure, and create an enabling environment for foreign direct investment. FG intensifies efforts to enroll every Nigerian child in school. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring that every Nigerian child is enrolled in school under the Nigerian Education Sector Renewal Initiative, NESRI. According to Dr. Balarabe Shehu-Kakale, Special Advisor to the Minister of Education, efforts are being intensified to improve access to education, enhance vocational training, and introduce digital learning solutions. The initiative also includes teacher training programs, STEM education, and open school digitization, aimed at transforming Nigeria's educational system and addressing the country's high rate of out-of-school children. International news. Netanyahu meets Trump as Israel, Hamas continue Gaza truce talks. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with US President Donald Trump today in Washington as negotiations over the Israel-Hamas ceasefire continue. Netanyahu, the first foreign leader to visit the White House since Trump returned to office, discussed the future of the fragile truce, with both sides preparing for further mediation efforts in Qatar. The next phase of negotiations aims to secure the release of remaining hostages and discuss steps toward ending the ongoing war. The US, Egypt, and Qatar are mediating the talks. The situation remains tense as Israel continues security operations in the West Bank, while Hamas seeks greater international support for Palestinian interests. China imposes new tariffs on US energy and vehicles. China has announced fresh tariffs on US coal, liquefied natural gas, crude oil, and vehicles, in response to Washington's decision to impose additional levies on Chinese imports. Beijing's finance ministry stated that these measures are in retaliation for what it called unilateral tariff hikes by the United States, warning that the move could further strain trade relations between the two economic giants. The new tariffs, which take effect next Monday, mark another chapter in the ongoing trade dispute between China and the US. Sports news. Manchester United's struggles continue as Neville questions Amarim's leadership. Manchester United's season continues to decline, with pundit Gary Neville voicing concerns over manager Ruben Amarim's leadership following a 2-0 home defeat to Crystal Palace. Speaking on the Gary Neville podcast, the former United captain stated, "I expected things to improve under Amarim, but they've only gotten worse. The players are struggling to buy into his tactics, and if this continues, it will be difficult for him to turn things around." With fans growing increasingly frustrated, Neville has urged Amarim to simplify his tactics and focus on stabilizing the team. Manchester United now faces a tough challenge ahead as they try to regain form in the Premier League. And that's all for today's news update. Thank you for staying with us. For more updates, visit our website and follow us on social media. I'm Jerry, and the entire Ben Taurus TV team, we wish you a great evening.